Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mammal and Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you, any guidance that spirit has for you. Please use any of my readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. Let's call in our guides now and see what they have for you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Spirit, please share with me loving messages meant to be heard today. What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. I love that. Just this sense of you wished for this. And we all have that hope. We all have that. I just want my person to arrive. I just want to get something started. So yeah, I mean, it is a wish. It is a dream. I have a wedding, taking a relationship to the next levels. Maybe many of you are wishing that I want to meet my future spouse. I want to meet my forever, my forever person. And I think that's even more important, no matter what kind of commitment it is, it's my forever person, my forever home, my forever person. So I feel that way. I have a connection. Oh, you guys know I love bridges. I love bridges. Love is the bridge connecting your souls. Cherish those connections. But the reason why I just love them is I just feel like as soon as I walk over that bridge, love is on the other side of the bridge. And there's always this sense of as soon as I cross over, I'm going to find this love. And I don't know. It seems simple. I know it's harder than that, but it just seems so simple. Like I just have to walk through that door. I just have to walk through a gateway. I just have to cross that bridge. And then there's that love. So I always get excited whenever I see cards like that. I always feel like there's something on the other side for you. I have charisma. Love flows to you and you radiate charm and charisma. So yeah, you are attracting this person, and I feel like the energy is in the air. It's almost this love is in the air. But it just feels like this energy is surrounding you right now. I can say it along the lines of it's your turn. Divine timing is here, something along those. But I just feel like I'm surrounded by, they're saying a spark. Okay, so what is this spark? A spark. I'll take just a spark, is what they said. I have relaxed. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So will this be an easy connection? Will this be a connection that we just, they're saying like fold into each other, or it just kind of happens? There's a sense of this love is just happening like before my eyes. Spirit, please share with me loving messages today. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have a Tower. I have a 2 of Pentacles. And I have an Ace of Swords. I will say that somebody has been holding back, and I get it. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get myself into another situation. I'm holding back and making sure it's going to work this time. But that ace is kind of overriding all of those feelings because it's an ace. And it's my mind is made up energy. And I feel that whoever this is sees you for more. Okay. Even though they've been holding back and maybe struggling with just not even you, but the idea of starting over, the idea of starting another relationship, or even being in another relationship. Because you have to make up your mind that you want to be in a relationship. And there's some people that say, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be any happier in a relationship. Maybe I like my life single. A lot of people say that. but I've made up my mind to, I feel like, to override these feelings. So it is somebody who is looking for love. I'm going to say it that way, that they are at least out there and they've made up their mind in the sense that I want somebody to love. I want somebody to love me, and I want somebody to love. So they are emotionally into this connection. I have a Lover's card. Beautiful. I have a Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Lover's card, and the World. The energy that is surrounding you today is the beginning of this love. It really is. It's love is in the air. I mean, there's energy. I crossed over. It could be that you maybe you're not the one that crossed over. Maybe your person has crossed over. This feeling of I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to give you my heart. That maybe there's somebody that's on your mind that you're kind of hoping that they really make up their mind that they want to be in this connection instead of just kind of, walking around it. I'm going to say you've got some good news coming very shortly. I think the World, all of these cards are just big cards, but they're sharing with me that there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. I mean, it's a soul connection. It's a soulmate. It's the start of something new. It's the start of something wonderful. So there's a lot of love to give, Spirit just said. And this person has admitted to themselves that they no longer want to put this part of their life on hold or block this part of their life or push it away, especially if it's right in front of them. There's a sense of the person who they're supposed to be with is right in front of them, and that could be you. So you guys could have some time together before, kind of going back and forth with that Two of Pentacles. You may have some time together before we kind of take off. And one of us may say, I think this would be amazing. And the other one's just kind of holding on to some old baggage for some reason. But I do feel like we cross over and we open up our heart. I have a Six of Wands. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. And I have a Eight of Cups. So letting go of the feelings that aren't working, the feelings of, I've had other relationships that didn't. You hear people say this all the time. What makes me think this relationship's going to work? I've had other relationships and they didn't work. I always get hurt somehow. It always doesn't work out. So they have this kind of negative attitude, heading into the next relationship. And I'm hoping that Eight of Cups is what they're walking away from. And they're walking towards that Nine of Cups and Ten of Cups, which is my contentment and my joy. And I really like the Six of Wands. I like the Knight energies because I do feel like this person has taken it upon themselves, Spirit just said, to make a different choice this time and to move ahead with a different attitude and a different sense of optimism and be more open to loving from maybe a pure place or a genuine place without expectations and wondering where we're going to head. I have a High Priestess that they just shared with me. They're drawn to you. They could be drawn to you psychically. That they're saying psychic powers, your psychic powers. You could be gifted, okay? You could be very empathic. You could have just a beautiful inner knowing, a beautiful sense of knowing, something like that. And they are very, I'm going to go with this Ace of Wands and this High Priestess because I do feel like they are attracted to you psychically, okay? That telepathic connection, that invisible energy that we talk about, something about you So there's something about you that energetically they are picking up on, and I don't feel like I want to let go. Now, these cards have all these snowflakes in the background, like a snowstorm, and I keep picking up on that. And they're sharing with me it's like after an event in either your life or their life, like after a storm, okay, that I just went through something. You know, it could be anything. It could be related to work. It could be my car broke down. It could be, unfortunately, I have a sick family member or something. But I just went through some kind of storm, and I'm just waiting for the storm to clear. And there's a part of me that says that you're part of that. You know, it's almost like the sea parts, you know, in the Bible. It's just a sense of the snow clears, and you know, there you are. You know, it's like you come in after the storm. I have a Four of Wands at the bottom of my deck, so for some of you, this could be long term. Ten of Cups at the bottom of my deck, so for some of you, this could be the wish that you've been waiting for, and that this is the commitment that you were waiting for. What did they say? They're calling it your forever person, they said today. So we aren't necessarily calling each other boyfriend, girlfriend. We might not, significant other, maybe partners, companions, but your forever person, whatever that means to you. But it is a feeling of commitment on because we're happy together. Okay, not to prove anything to anybody else, but because we just enjoy each other's time and company, and we don't want to be with anybody else, Spirit just said. Please share with me, what is it that we need to know about this connection? I have a gift of the presence. Beautiful. Be present with your partner. Put away the distractions. Focus on each other's presence strengthens your emotional connection. I want to stay in the moment as best we can. And it doesn't mean it's the person who says, I like what we have, I don't want it to change, and they never give you a sense of the future. But that we both acknowledge that what we have is great. And let's definitely enjoy it while we have it, because we're both smart enough to know that anything can happen. I think both of us are trying harder to live in the day. I feel like that's something we're learning to do together. They're saying we are learning to appreciate the little things and not kind of fantasizing about big things. So I feel like that's something that we do together, you know, that we're both kind of grateful for little things. That feels nice. It feels like we're very grounded, both of us. I have the wisdom of stillness. Embrace stillness in your life. Spend time in quiet reflection or nature. Stillness brings clarity and deeper understanding. I like that because it's the person who you can sit in the same room with and you don't have to talk. Sometimes that's better. You do your thing, they do their thing. You know they're there. You can feel their presence. You don't have to constantly be engaged with this person and talking to this person. But you're together and you can feel the energy in the room and you know there's somebody there. So I feel like that's a big part of this connection as well, that we're just very comfortable in the same space. We don't necessarily have to be talking the whole time to each other. In fact, it might be the opposite. It might be that we both have a tendency to like our quiet time, like our quiet space. And yes, we enjoy our time together, but we also kind of enjoy these kind of quiet moments that we share. So that feels nice also. Very comfortable, very serene. There's a very sense of serenity in this connection. I have lightning. Taking fast change on. Love striking you unexpectedly. You wished for this. They're ready to give you your heart. I'm going to say one of you falls in love quickly, and the other one takes a little bit longer to get used to the idea to be in like a full-blown relationship again. And then once they do, I feel like they're on board, but they just have to process it a little bit more, because maybe they met you at a time when right after the storm, and they want to make sure it's not a rebound. They want to make sure that it's not too soon. They are second guessing the timing instead of believing in divine timing. So it could be that the timing is just a little too funky for them, and they're just kind of putting way too much emphasis on that I need more time. So maybe they do need more time. So it feels more like they weren't expecting to meet you right away. I have trial and error. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to see where this goes. I'm willing to spend time with you. Okay, but it's not a trying you out. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about relationships take some back and forth, and they take learning about each other and exploring about each other. So it's not that they're going to try you out and say, I don't like this, I don't like this car, I'm going to go pick a different one, So it's, we're all seeking answers. It's a sense of we're both adults, and in order to us have gotten here, we both have been through hurt, pain, challenges, they're saying, obstacles, finding ourselves, being knocked down, picking ourselves back up again, and in constantly searching for, what is this life all about for me, and why are people put in front of me? So this person's put in front of you. There's tremendous feelings. We are working on getting to know each other. And then there's this big kind of question mark over both of our heads as to, why? Why are we together? What is the purpose of this connection? But I do feel like those answers are going to come to you over a period of time, and it will become easier to understand, because I do feel this sense of peace and comfort and kind of falling into a routine that's comfortable. It's not a struggle. It's a routine that feels good, like we're working together. I definitely have rebuilding on one side or the other. So somebody is just trying to work on another area of their life at the same time. And maybe that's why they said, I can't rush into something, or the timing is just very difficult. Again, going back to those snowflakes in the storm, that something has ended and I have to rebuild somehow. I could be rebuilding my emotions, my healing. I could be rebuilding my finances. I had to move and I got to unpack. I got to change all my addresses, so it could be something along those lines. But right now, they're saying starting over again. So one of you is definitely feels like this is a whole brand new start for you. And the other one's probably a little bit more ready for it, something like that. But I'm not feeling, the good news is I'm not feeling I want to push it away. That I'm not feeling. I have the unseen. Magic happening behind the scenes. Work behind the scenes. I'm going to say even thinking about things, again, like, why has this person been put in my life? I feel like the person that is meeting you is putting a lot of energy into are you the right one this time? And the more time you spend, I feel like the closer they get to that answer, that they enjoy their time with you, they're comfortable with you, they're attracted to you for what they saw in the beginning. Maybe they liked what they saw in the beginning, but now they like you for all these other reasons. And they didn't even see that in the beginning. So that, I feel like there's a shift from what originally attracted me to you has changed to, I love you for these reasons even more. I have burnout. It could be an age thing. It could be, I'm burnt out at work. I'm burnt out raising kids. I'm tired of taking care of everybody else. I've been a caregiver raising kids, you know, for 30 years. So again, am I ready to be in an emotional relationship? I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like it's more work because I'm struggling already with, I got a lot on my plate. So if they need more time to feel more rejuvenated, then they're going to take that time. They're going to repair, rebuild, and then when this is a ready connection, then they'll move forward. But they had shared with me earlier that they feel like there is a spark, and they could be burnt out in another area of their life. You could be burnt out in another area of your life. I'm sick of working. I'm sick of, getting up and going to work every day, like a lot of us. I need time off. Yeah. Maybe we take time off together. Maybe that's something that we help each other with, that we work hard and then we play hard, that we learn to have more of a life balance together, that when we aren't working, maybe that's why Spirit was so, that we can sit in that same space and have silence, that you both maybe have really busy days, busy weeks. And when we're off, we need to be off. We need to rejuvenate. We need to take care of each other. So maybe this person's being put in your life because they're teaching you to have more work-life balance. And maybe we've been all about, doing, because we're keeping ourselves busy to keep our mind off of that we're not in a relationship or we don't have anybody. So we just constantly keep things on our schedule. I think that this person coming towards you is a good emotional fit, is how I feel. And I feel like the love will grow. I do. I feel like it's a very organic growth. It's going to grow over time as we get to know each other. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a contract. So it could be a moving to the next level. It could be renting a house, buying a house together. It could be a marriage contract, but it could be something that we commit to together. So we could be bound by something legally in the future. Okay, buying a house, be best example, or marriage contract. I think that this is going to move forward. Is this our forever love? It could be. Is it going to go a little bit slow because somebody has to just make sure that this is what they really want? I'm going to say probably. I'm going to say they're going to take their time in the beginning. But once they decide and they cross over that bridge, I really do feel like their heart will be all in, and they have the ability to have their heart to be all in. So that is what I'm holding on to. I'm going to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel, my Twin Flame channel. I'll put the link in the description below. We'll see you all again real soon.